All right, you're welcome back. Apologies for that break in transmission. It was just due to circumstances beyond our control, but we are back and we are better at about this point. And still on the paper review, want to quickly wrap it up quickly, but let us to talk about the Nigerian Tribune. Talking about businesses on the caption of the Nigerian Tribune, it says businesses can't grow at 30% interest rate, Dangote tells federal government. Parties knock Wike over threat on Kingi Bay. Then Southeast governors to meet Tinubu over in Nnamdi Kanu. And still on the Nigerian Tribune, we're looking at NMPCL declares state of emergency on crude oil production. And still on the Nigerian Tribune, we have federal government exempts farmers. I've said that farmers, manufacturers, small businesses from paying withholding tax. Now, looking at it, businesses can grow at 30% interest rate. Dangote tells federal government. Queen, looking at that critically and what the experience of Dangote, Aliko Dangote, he has been in the business sector for a very long time now, and he knows the nook and crannies when it comes to businesses on how to grow. From the story I heard, he used 1,000 naira, and his business grew. So of course he is well advanced, and he knows for him to say 30%, that means really businesses can't grow at 30% interest rate. What's your own take when it comes to
30% interest rate? I think it's a whole lot from the bank when you're giving loans to businesses.
But he said businesses, he says interest
they can't grow. Yes, I think it's a whole lot. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Like, how do you demand 30% from businesses, no matter how small? Then we have small and medium scale businesses. Even the big businesses themselves cannot give 30%. I quite agree with him because when someone who has expertise, who has gained experience, garnered experience over time, talks like this, who has been an entrepreneur for as long as I can remember, tells you
more than 3 decades.
Yes, tells you how, how stifling it can be to businesses, or how it's not going to be able to make businesses go and thrive. Then you better believe it. Well, I think as well, if I should acquire a loan or something of such nature from the bank, a 30% interest rate is a whole lot.
It's a whole lot.
Here we're talking about enabling businesses thrive.
Exactly.
We should be able to cut down on some of the interest rates.
Very important. Very important. I think he's absolutely correct. All right, let's move on to the Vanguard newspaper now. And the caption of the Vanguard says, why prices of food items will soar higher. That's an investigative report there. And still talking about... still on this, businesses won't survive on 30% interest rate, Dangote tells federal government. Of course, that's part of the caption of the Vanguard. But looking at the food prices, why the prices of food items will soar higher? Due to, of course, we've mentioned the most important, which is we have to curb insecurity, which is very, very important. And of course, federal government should actually impute more when it comes to the agricultural sector, so that prices of food will not soar higher. Or what's your take on that, Queen?
Yes, the prices, we've always said that the prices needs to be regulated. The states need to do better, look into ensuring that prices in their states are regulated as well. And farmers also here on the headlines, they've listed factors that are responsible for the prices of food items, why the prices have increased. And they say that sometimes it is insecurity, like we rightly mentioned here, taxation, and late allocations of resources to the states as well.
All right, now on the final paper, the Daily Sun, and it says fears in 33 states over cholera. Southeast governor pressed for Nnamdi Kanu's release, and let's see how. And then it says under fears hit 33 states over cholera, death toll hit 63. Reps seek more action from federal government, and 5 to die by hanging in Oshun for murder of Fulani herder. Wow. Bayelsa Gabor court reverses judgment, appeal court reverses judgment in APC Silver's appeal. And here says federal government exempts farmers. We've read that. Angry Joy Youth shuts down SIPCO OPL oil field. Dangote faults CBN on implemented of 26% interest rate. Air crash. NAF brainstorm to reduce incident mishap. Fresh crisis looms in tertiary schools. And Dezani's estranged husband asked court to stop her from using his name. Oh wow, that is something. And now let's quickly look at this. We've talked about cholera and the fear which it looms, and many people have lost their lives. Like we've said, precautionary measures is very important. Wash your hands, and food vendors to try as much as possible to, hygiene is key. It's very, very important. And now talking about five to die by hanging in Oshun for the murder of Fulani herder. Well, that's really, really sad. I hope justice should prevail and the right thing should be done at the same time. Now, here, moving on to Bayelsa Governor, appeal court reversed judgment in APC Silver's appeal. Now, looking at this critically, angry Ijaw youth shut down Sipco OPL oil field. Of course, when it comes to oil and it's very important that we understand that there is pollution when it comes to the fishes in the river and all of that. So I'm sure it has come to a point whereby the youths have to react. They say where there's an action, there's always a reaction. Especially when it's a negative action, there's always a negative reaction in that process. I'm sure now people know that if I keep quiet, nothing will be done. So I have to come out and lend my voice. So I think that's what the protests of the Ijaw people are doing, because I think for when the Ijaw youths come out, you know how it is. It's for beneficial of their community. So I'm sure, and anything that has to do with oil, I'm sure the pollution is way so much.
Yeah.
And unless
owing to the fact that fishing is one of their predominant sources.
Yes, it is.
Livelihood.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And this particular caption that says Dezani's estranged husband asked God to stop her from using his name. Of course, no one wants to be associated with anything bad, but at the same time, you need a supportive spouse. Maybe that's why there's so much violence and so much there's so much violence when it comes to individuals who are married, when it comes to a lot of issues of violence taking place, a woman stabbing the husband, the man stabbing, but let's just try and make everything all right at that process. Now, tertiary, fresh crisis looms in tertiary schools. That's the higher institution. Crisis, when you say crisis, let's be specific on what kind of crisis that is. Is it attacks or is it killings, or let's be sure, but we pray that everything will be sorted out. At about this point, that's the end we can take on all the news trending papers out there. So go out, get your page of the newspaper and be more informed when it comes to the major happenings making round in the country and of course the environs. And thank you so much for being a part of this segment of the Global Morning. Up next, we'll be having our first and second discuss. We're going to be talking briefly about Global Television on DSTV channel 356, and we are excited. Yes, 365, pardon me. And
absolutely excited.
We're going to talk about that briefly, and then go into the 200,000 naira gift that was given to youth coppers. Stay tuned, do not go anywhere. The program still continues.
Is your ultimate destination for engaging political and economic matters. I am Uyi Agmofrebe.
And don't forget to include social discussions. Tune in every weekdays from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. I am Queen Agaba.
For insightful breakfast ideas, business summaries, sports highlights, international and local news perspective, I am Anthony Momodu.
Don't miss the in-depth analysis of current and political issues by the Global Morning team and experts. I am Jumai Manson.
Catch Global Morning here on Global Television. Getting on the action. I am Edikan Michael.
We are
The Global Morning Team.
For an insightful idea that takes the center stage and the conversation that gets beyond the headlines, to explore the lasting impact of political decisions, Big Talk got you covered. From policy debates to geopolitical insights, from thought-provoking discussions to actionable insight,
what is the real responsibility of government?
Big Talk delves deep into the heart of the matter. Join us weekdays on global televisions from 6:30 p.m. for a reverting journey into the heart of politics, where we dissect issues shaping our society.
With every government and introduction of new policies, businesses of all kinds and sizes seize the opportunity to evolve and redefine themselves. Business Point on Global Television is where we follow the money and put the facts and figures right in front of you. Watch Business Point every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. as Kikelamo Okere tracks all the latest developments across critical sectors. Business Point, this is business.
Are you ready to be entertained like never before? Get ready to dive into the latest and greatest entertainment news in lifestyle, music, movies, birthday celebration, and so much more, all on Entertainment Circle on Global Television. From the hottest red carpet event to exclusive interviews with your favorite stars, we've got you covered. Stay up to date with the latest trends and news from the entertainment world, all in one place. Tune in every Saturday by 1 p.m. with Chung Annabelle Joseph on Global Television.
For an insightful idea that takes the center stage and the conversation that gets beyond the headlines, to explore the lasting impact of political decisions, Big Talk got you covered. From policy debates to geopolitical insights, from thought-provoking discussions to actionable insight,
what is the real responsibility of government?
Big Talk delves deep into the heart of the matter. Join us weekdays on global televisions from 6:30 p.m. for a reverting journey into the heart of politics, where we dissect issues shaping our society.
With every government and introduction of new policies, businesses of all kinds and sizes seize the opportunity to evolve and redefine themselves. Business Point on Global Television is where we follow the money and put the facts and figures right in front of you. Watch Business Point every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. as Kikelamo Okere tracks all the latest developments across critical sectors. Business Point, this is business.
Are you ready to be entertained like never before? Get ready to dive into the latest and greatest entertainment news in lifestyle, music, movies, birthday celebration, and so much more, all on Entertainment Circle on Global Television. From the hottest red carpet event to exclusive interviews with your favorite stars, we've got you covered. Stay up to date with the latest trends and news from the entertainment world, all in one place. Tune in every Saturday by 1 p.m. with Chong Annabelle Joseph on Global Television.
In an ever-busy world, the increasing challenge of keeping track of health matters can be extremely demanding. Follow the latest health tips and trends on Health Guide on Global Television on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Health Guide on Global Television. Put your health first. Get ready for it. Inside Today brings you issues relating to family, peer pressure, drugs, substance abuse, societal and topical issues making rounds. Join Jumaine Manson on Global Television Monday to Thursday and they repeat every Friday. Time 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Don't miss out.
Are you a food lover? Do you care about your health and nutrition? Are you interested in exploring the diverse culinary traditions from around the world? Then look no further. Introducing Lunch Global on Global Television, a show that takes you on a delicious journey through the world of food, nutrition, and diet. So, whether you're a seasoned foodie, a health enthusiast, or simply curious about the world of food, Lunch Global has something for everyone. Tune in Mondays to Fridays and let your taste bud take you on a journey of flavor, culture, and discovery on Lunch Global. Bon appetit!
Time check.
Right, you're welcome back. And if you're just tuning in, this is Global Morning on Global Television. And we're here with the first discussion of the day. And we were looking at something very interesting. It's like a celebration move when it comes to each and every one of us here on Global Television. Now, DSTV MultiChoice has allocated channel 365 to Global Television Abuja on its platform. Now, in a letter to the managing director, Dr. Ibrahim Biu, and signed by DSTV MultiChoice head third-party channel, Tunde Onokhoya, says the channel is allocated after due consideration of technical and content capability of the television station. It says subscribers of DSTV will now be watching Global TV on all multi-choice platforms, which will be launched later this month. And that is exciting news for us here on Global Television. We're excited and we're happy when it comes to our channel on DSTV.
Yay.
Yes, exactly. Well, you
So
know,
it was
it didn't
celebration.
come cheap and it didn't come easy at all because a lot of hard work went into that. Like I said, our managing director, Dr. Ibrahim Biu, did not give up on this process, always pushing us to do our best, always trying so hard for the technical crew. As in, kudos to each and every one of us when it comes to the technical crew, when it comes to content, when it comes to broadcasting, when it comes to the cameraman, every hand, you know, was on deck on this process. And it hasn't been easy. We all had sleepless nights to ensure that everything went on sound and very smooth. And of course, to a very strong woman, our GM, general manager, no other person than Aisha Larry Musa, who did an amazing job, brought in professionalism back to back, discipline and all of that. And, you know, ensuring that everything goes on well and smooth. And of course, all the managers, when it comes to the management team, very important that, and we are happy we are on MultiChoice DSTV. And, you know, this is amazing. This is a big deal for us, 365 on DSTV. This is a big deal.
It's a win for us.
It's
the
a win.
atmosphere since we got that news has been totally different.
Exactly.
Because we now see the hard work that's been put into
Exactly.
become a reality, come to fruition, and it's all excitement. Let me add that the MD, Dr. Ibrahim Biu, has put in a lot of work in
The resources.
investment resources, material resources, mental resources,
Yeah,
technical resources, a whole
yes.
lot of resources to ensure that those projects see the light of day, and we're glad it did. And we must not also forget our general manager, Mrs. Aisha Lara Musa, who has put in so much, like you rightly said, brought in professionalism,
Yes, she did.
discipline.
Discipline.
It's so much for a woman to see a woman that firm and still yet very compassionate.
Exactly.
Just knows when to bring in whichever side of her needs to be brought in.
Exactly.
And then to the managers, manager program, you of course, and
Thank
then
you.
manager
Thank you.
news, and the head of reportorial,
Yes. Mrs. Kikelamo
Okere, and everybody down to the staff, newscasters, the technical crew, the MCR guys, producers, cameramen.
Really.
Everyone has put in sweat and blood to see that this project is a
Not blood,
reality.
but
And
just sweat.
Sweat and blood, but not literal sweat and blood, please. But everyone has put in so much to see that this project is a reality, and we're so excited. I can see the smile, the beaming smile on your face. saying that
Exactly.
This is to say that we're now on DSTV, and we are excited. It's a dream come true. We're on DSTV channel 365, 365 days in a week.
Exactly. It
to
just
put out
sums
there.
up. It just
Just put it out there.
it
Yes,
does.
it's taken a long time, and we're glad we're here,
We're
and we're
glad.
celebrating.
We are glad we're here.
So keep it to date with us when we're launched next on the 18th of this month.
Not yet.
Sometime this month.
S-
Later this month,
month.
when we'll come on your screen, you'll be able to see us on DSTV from anywhere
around the world. All right, now, of course, it is a step in the right direction. And this has taught me a lot. It has taught me a lot. I've learned from this. I'm sure each and every one of us have learned from it. It means from our managing director, Dr. Ibrahim Biu, has taught me a lot in this process, that never give up. Keeps
Never give
thriving. What you believe in. He believed in this and he never gave up. He kept going back, especially
on.
when,
There were times when it was frustrating.
it was.
It
It
felt
was.
like, do I just give up on this project?
But he never did. He
He
did
never
not
did.
give up. And the thing about all of this is, don't ever give up on your dreams and what you believe in. I learned a lot from our managing director that you must keep thriving, especially when you have that belief in a particular thing, to strive hard, never give up. It doesn't matter. Challenges will come. There's
Definitely.
lots of criteria when it comes to being on this particular platform, DSTV, of course, multi-choice. There are a lot of criteria. There are a lot of things you have to meet. There are a lot of things you have to scale, but never ever give up. They
were test and test and test. Over
so
and over
many
again.
tests
But
over.
We've been proven, tested, and trusted.
And
so.
oh yes, we
and that's
have.
why we're on that platform.
So kudos and congratulations to each and every one of us, from our managing director to the general manager to the management staff, and of course all staffs of Global Television. Join us at the end, towards the end of this month, where we celebrate and launch our TV station on DSTV MultiChoice, which is an amazing time. And of course, to our GM, I have learned that discipline meets professionalism, brings in results.
Excellent.
That excellence and results I have learned from her also, and from each and every one of us. Styles of presentation, content is very important. So join us as we celebrate, as we launch our channel. So kudos and congratulations to each and every one of us. Sleepless
Global
nights.
TV, and to our viewers as well. Those
Yes.
who have been with us from the very start.
Yes,
You have
yes,
seen
yes.
us grow, and
Yes,
we're
you
still
have.
growing to where we want to be.
Exactly.
We say thank you. We celebrate you too. It's not just a win for us,
Yes,
but
a
a win
win
for
for you.
too,
Yes,
because
it
you've
is.
been our consistent viewer.
Yes, you have. All right, now, so we're going to go on to the next discussion of the day, where I will be joined with our very own. Yes, she is our NYSC reporter. She's here with us. We're going to be talking about the 200,000 naira gift to core members in Niger State. Of course, Batch B core members, and she's going to be Osana Okorafor. Okorafor will be here in the next topic of discuss. And then, of course, Queen and I will wrap it up on the program Global Morning. This beautiful Women Crush Wednesday celebrates a woman. We do a lot, believe me. Multitasking It's on us.
So since you're celebrating women, let me just put it out there. You can tell you're celebrating a woman. You know, women love gifts. Women want to be celebrated. Someone asked me, how many times is Mother's Day in a year? How many times do we get to see? Because this Sunday is Mother's Day. This Sunday is Mother's Day.
Exactly.
Women give a whole lot. This is not to dispute the fact that men are also very
No, we see what you
integral
do.
to
You
our
guys
society.
are amazing.
Yes, you are the engine
Bedrock.
room also, the bedrock of everything that we have. And we celebrate you too. But women also make sacrifices and we love to be celebrated. So yeah, in celebrating women, celebrating your crush, make sure you send something to your woman crush today because it's Woman Crush Wednesday. So what are you giving me today?
Well, first of all, I did not tell you that you are my woman crush today. We celebrate
I definitely
women.
have to be your woman crush today on this program.
Of course, when we mean that literally is celebrating a woman who has impacted and made an impact in the society. Queen has, being a broadcast journalist, has made a lot. Your presentation is top notch. I will say that. Please, swollen head now alert. But at this point, let's quickly go into the next discuss of the day. And then when we come back, we'll talk about this issue I have that some people sitting close to me right now, they want a gift. And force, am I under duress to give you a gift?
But not Okpa, please.
All right, let's quickly go on a very quick break. And when we come back, of course, Hosanna will be joining me on the program. Let's talk about this 200,000 Naira gift given to core members. Stay with us.
Is the desk on Global Television?
Nigeria. Come join Anthony Momodu on television's most compelling and facts-finding talk live show.
We are definitely,
Can we not say both of them?
because
that this country gets it right.
It's the Dex on Global Television, where we analyze and dissect storming issues and commentaries in the world's biggest black nation, Nigeria.
Who is being held accountable for this money?
The eyes have it.
We stay and decide policies and reforms on the Dex. Tune in Mondays to Fridays, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Global Television. Let's stay on the Dex.
Global Morning is your ultimate destination for engaging political and economic matters. I am Uyi Agmofwebe.
And don't forget to include social discussions. Tune in every weekdays from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. I am Queen Agaba.
For insightful breakfast ideas, business summaries, sports highlights, international and local news perspective, I am Anthony Momodu.
Don't miss the in-depth analysis of current and political issues by the Global Morning team and experts. I am Jumai Manson.
Catch Global Morning here on Global Television. Getting on the action. I am Edikan Michael.
We are
The Global Morning Team.
For an insightful idea that takes the center stage and the conversation that gets beyond the headlines, to explore the lasting impact of political decisions, Big Talk got you covered. From policy debates to geopolitical insights, from thought-provoking discussions to actionable insight,
What is the real responsibility of government?
Big Talk delves deep into the heart of the matter. Join us weekdays on Global Televisions from 6:30 p.m. for a reverting journey into the heart of politics, where we dissect issues shaping our society.
With every government and introduction of new policies, Businesses of all kinds and sizes seize the opportunity to evolve and redefine themselves. Business Point on Global Television is where we follow the money and put the facts and figures right in front of you. Watch Business Point every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. as Kikelamo Okeri tracks all the latest developments across critical sectors. Business Point. This is business.
Are you ready to be entertained like never before? Get ready to dive into the latest and greatest entertainment news in lifestyle, music, movies, birthday celebration, and so much more. All on Entertainment Circle on Global Television. From the hottest red carpet event to exclusive interviews with your favorite stars, we've got you covered. Stay up to date with the latest trends and news from the entertainment world, all in one place. Tune in every Saturday by 1 p.m. with Chung Annabelle Joseph on Global Television.
In an ever-busy world, the increasing challenge of keeping track of health matters can be extremely demanding. Follow the latest health tips and trends on Health Guide on Global Television on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Health Guide on Global Television. Put your health first. Get ready for it. Inside Today brings you issues relating to family, peer pressure, drugs, substance abuse, societal and topical issues making rounds. Join Jumaine Manson on Global Television Monday to Thursday and it repeats every Friday. Time 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Don't miss out.
All right, you're welcome back. And yes, this is the second discuss of the day. And we're going to be looking at another focus, the NYSC, National Youth Service Corps. And then I am being joined by Hosanna Okorafor, right? I hope I got that. I hope I didn't murder your name. Okorafor. Yes, of course. And today we're going to be looking briefly at the Niger State Governor, Mohamed Bago, has announced the offer of automatic employment to the National Youth Service Corps members who studied medicine and other health-related courses to address shortage of doctors and other medical workers in the state hospitals. Now, Bago made this known during the swearing-in of 1,600 Youth Corps members posted to the state for the 2024 Batch B Stream 1 at the permanent orientation camp in Pako, the headquarters of Pakoro local government area of the state. Now, like I said, I am being joined by Hosanna Okorafor, and she will be telling us what this is all about. I know you are an ex-corps member that just finished from the NYSC, and of course, you're still in date when it comes to issues like this. Now, tell us, what's this all about? What's this all about?
Okay, thank you for having me. Good morning. Yesterday, Tuesday, was the swearing-in ceremony of the Batch B Stream 1. And, there are no longer PCMs, there are no longer prospective corps members, are now corps members. Yes, they are. So there was so much joy yesterday in Niger State when, after the memorandum, there's a swearing-in oath, the governor, Mohamed Bago, came and he mentioned the gift. And apart from that, he also gave several other things to them. He gave them bags of rice, a trailer load of rice.
Oh, wow. Cows to
enhance their feeding there in the camp. And he mentioned that automatically, those who are medically inclined are going to be given immediate employment after the service here.
Wow.
So, you know, they were so happy. I mean, I imagine myself being there. I
Oh,
would have been
please.
so happy. and the 200,000 naira is a lot because, I mean, the economy is dealing with us, everybody.
But you know, like President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he said, our president, he says we should learn to sacrifice, we should be patient. Things will get better. Now, looking at this 2024 batch B stream 1, are they the only beneficials when it comes to what happened to the batch A, batch C? How are they going to feel about all of this?
You know, I just want to cry because I didn't have benefits. Well, I think from the batch B stream 1, after this set, from that down, you also have to benefit. But I'm so sorry to
batch A. Really? Really. But you know, for me, I think this is a step in the right direction when it comes to what the Niger State Governor, Muhammad Bago, what he did. He wants to, there's this picture, not really a picture, but he's trying to make us understand that we can do better. Because, you know, the Jackpot syndrome is so rampant. A lot, like these medical doctors, immediately they are done with their service here, immediately we hear the Jackpot, immediately they're running to other countries. So I think he wants to make them comfortable because we need healthcare workers in Nigeria. We cannot have all our doctors going out of leaving the country. But look at, let's come back home now to NYSC, the batch B individuals who have gotten this benefit. So what do you think their reactions will be?
Do you even need anyone to tell you their reactions? I mean, their reactions were all over social media. I have friends
online.
Goodness. They were just like, if you're not in Niger State, you're missing. And I'm like, really?
But, you know, what would you say to other governors in other states who have not implemented this 200,000 naira monetary gift? You know, it speaks a lot of volume. Muhammad, the governor of Niger State, Muhammad Bago, has set a pace now for other governors to follow. Now, we have 36 states in the country, Nigeria, and just one, Niger State, has implemented this 200,000 naira gift to batch to these core members of the batch B stream 1. Now, other core members in other states, how do you think they will feel, or other governors? What do you think? Do you think this is like a pace setter for other governors?
It's definitely a pace setter for other governments or other governors because when one person does something good, I think others should follow. You know, and this is something I feel the other governors should adapt to their system because somehow the 33,000 is not enough. It's not. I mean, the rising cost of things, the economy, the inflation, you could barely even stock up on your provisions and every other thing. So I feel, in fact, all the states, because there's money in Nigeria, the revenue generation, our GDP, every other thing is I mean, most of our civil servants are being paid well. So there should be an increase for core members. Apart from this is just a temporary cash gift. It's not like the regular.
Yes, I know.
You understand? So it should be implemented that there should be an increase in the monthly alawi, like we call it.
Yes.
And there should also be something that comes in from the states, because Bago did this, the governor of Niger State, to be able to make Niger State comfortable. I mean, that's north. Some people run away from the north.
They
so
do.
that makes them a little bit relaxed, like, okay, let me stay, because I tell you, some people are already working their deployment. But this is going to make them stay. And apart from that, they have 100 acres of farmlands. They want to invest in agriculture. You understand?
Which is good.
Which is really good. So I think every other governor should emulate this.
Yes, it's very important.
One.
And let's look at the history of Niger State government, for instance. When you look at all other states that are doing very well, when it comes to Lagos, when it comes to Kaduna, when it comes to rivers, Niger State is not even near. Niger State is not even there.
Not even quarter.
It's not even we've not heard anything like for governors that can stand on their own, that can pay workers, that have their revenue going back to back. Everything is in place. We've not heard anything from Niger State, but yet the Niger State governor can bring out not one, not two, not three, not four, but almost 5 to 6 billion naira in order to fund this cause when it comes to the payment of these core members. Now, and this is what NLC, TUC are dragging when it comes to the welfareism of individuals in our society, when it comes to the minimum wage. And now our sole governor can come out and say, okay, that means it is possible.
It's possible.
That means we can, if we put our mind to this, that means the welfareism of individuals in society can be sorted out for good, right? Now, looking at this critically, the governor of Niger State, Mohammed Bago, has set a pace. And looking at it critically, now, I'm sure other governors might say to him, why would you do this? They might criticize him for this and say that you're trying to bring us out of matters, because most governments, we hear that no money, no monies, no monies, and yet a sole governor can come out and give core members of that particular state, batch B, stream 1, let's not forget. I keep saying this so they will know that I'm talking to them.
Not just that.
Not just that.
Not just that. There's a 5 billion naira given to renovation of the orientation campus.
Exactly.
So that's like 10 billion.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot, really. So let's look at it critically now. So with all of this said, the core members in Niger State, they're flexing, if I could use that word.
Is it their steez and composure now is there? Top notch.
Now, core members can be proud to say that they are serving in Niger State.
Because, you know, when people get posted to Niger State, there's this...
They tell you there's nothing there, nothing's happening. But...
You know, and to think this is one of the states, I think it's the state that has the largest, amount of land. Is that the right word to use? They have lands.
Yes,
they are invested in agriculture. And to think nothing comes out of them, and boom, all of a sudden a governor is giving this out. Other states can do better.
Should follow.
Much, much better. The states who are even given much more allocations, they need to do better.
Yes, exactly. All right, now we've got to the reactions, and I have to read this news because it gave me joy. I'm not a core member. That's something that, how many years back? But the truth is, we're happy, we're excited. Kudos to the governor of Niger State, Mohammed Bago, for your word, for keeping your word and actually making the core members happy, giving them that relevance, especially when it comes to those in the health sector, the doctors amongst them, to give them that
immediate employment.
That immediate employment for me is key. And the truth is, telling them that they matter in the society. Please do not jackpot. Stay with us here in Nigeria. So, of course, Niger State Governor, kudos to you, Mohammed Bago, who announced the offer. I'm going to read this again. Announced the offer of automatic employment to the National Youth Service Corps members who studied medicine. And now, those that didn't study medicine, another twist to this now.
Right?
Another twist. So if someone like me that didn't read medicine or other health-related courses,
at least you have 200,000 naira.
No, but at least. But seriously, but these individuals are not in the labor market. They are already. They know that once I'm done, after 1 year, I have a job.
Let's look at it as this other angle. Apart from the medical people who are medically inclined, with the way he's investing into the NYSC scheme, I think that even after service to the nation from the core members, there will always be retainment.
True.
Of different walks of life, diverse, not just medical. Whether you did mass comm, whatever you did in school, there will be a room to keep you because they are trying to invest in the what should I call it? They're trying to invest in Niger State.
That system of Niger State.
To bring people into Niger State because people don't frequently go there. You barely hear someone, I'm going to. It's rare.
It's rare.
Apart from that, apart from those who are medically inclined, oh please, those who did not do medicine and surgery, I beg.
Did you hear the Nigerian term for Mozara? They did medical and surgery.
Don't worry, we know you did medicine. Don't worry, people that did what do you call it? Mass comm, like my mommy here. Don't worry, there's still a place for you guys. Okay?
but the thing is, we're looking at it, others, but really, people were like, I didn't do medicine. But the truth is, it's the medical practitioners that are doing this jackpot thing that are leaving us.
If you go to the UK, Denmark, I have a pie chart of
Canada, US.
These people are leaving us. And people are dying in Nigeria.
Okay, do you know what? Let me give you an instance. There was a program I needed medical doctors. All my friends, I call them. I'm going to call out their names. So in case they are streaming and they are watching, Austin, all of them, Dr. Zabadi, all of them. When I called and said, are you back? They was like, if I look at the time now, I have my, I was like, I called almost 10 doctors, our colleagues here. They were shocked. 10 of them, my very close
And they're
friends,
not all in the
they have all gone. I had to beg a friend of mine in Ireland who said, okay, fine, your 2 o'clock is my 5 o'clock, or is it 3 o'clock? He's going to stay up and grant me the interview. It was that bad. So this is a step in the right directions to promote our health workers and, of course, our medical practitioners, that you are needed here in Nigeria. And kudos to the Niger State governor for this beautiful impact in which he has set the pace rolling for other governors to implement and follow. Thank you so much, Hosanna Okerafor, for being a part of Global Morning today.
Thank you very much for having me on the show.
All right. And now let's go on a quick break while we wrap up the program. Do not go anywhere. Global Morning continues briefly.
It's time for sports' biggest moments on global television. The headlines, scores, breaking news, and commentaries on sporty events. Talking with the biggest players, strikers, and about the slam dunks and goals, stunning saves, near misses, and upsets. Let's talk about the greatest home runs, comebacks, knockdowns, and victories. Talk sports with the king of sports, Anthony Momadou. Weekdays, 10 a.m. Don't miss out.
Hello, children. Gather around, let me tell you a story. Do you know that stories have a way of captivating the minds of children, bringing fun and imagination to teach them morals? Join Sharon Ajay as she takes you to explore the thrilling and exciting world of storytelling.
I'll be sharing with you our next interesting story. Tune in every Saturday on Global Television, time 5:30 p.m.
Is the desk on Global Television?
Nigeria. Come join Anthony Momadou on television's most compelling and facts-finding talk live show.
We are the Palestinians. We are the because
that this country gets it right.
It's the Dex on Global Television, where we analyze and dissect storming issues and commentaries in the world's biggest black nation, Nigeria.
Who is being held accountable for this money?
The eyes have it.
We stay and decide policies and reforms on the Dex. Tune in Mondays to Fridays, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Global Television. Let's stay on the Dex.
Global.
All right, you're welcome back from that very short break with Hosanna Okerafor, right?
Okerafor.
Yes, and then we're just still talking about the Niger State Governor, Mohammed Bago, who has announced the offer of automatic employment to National Youth Corps members who studied medicine and other health-related courses to address shortage of doctors and other medical workers in the state hospitals. Now, of course, Bago made this known during the swearing-in of 1,600 Youth Corps members posted to the state for the 2024 Batch B Stream 1 at the Permanent Orientation Camp in Paco. Like, looking at this critically, Hosanna said she's jealous. She wished when it was her time that she benefited from this. And, this is a step in the right direction. Looking at other governors, they will wonder, my goodness, look at what this man just did, 200,000 naira to core members. And I mentioned, let's bring it in when it comes to the NLC for the welfareism of individuals, the 250,000 naira that was said. It's possible if a governor can come out and still give 5 billion naira 5 billion naira for the renovation of the NYSC in that particular state. I mean, this is a step in the right direction. We can achieve this once we put our mind to it.
I must commend Governor Bago. He has done well.
Very well.
Very well. The core members are really lucky.
Excited.
To be excited.
Medical
right
students
now.
too.
Yeah,
Immediate employment.
Immediate employment. That's a step in the right direction. This
Yes,
is
it
what
is.
we're talking about. But it makes me say to want to say that states have the resources. And I'm glad that Governor Bago is putting it in good use.
Yes.
He's putting it in good use. This would stir. Now, that state, core members who served in Niger State, those core members who have been privileged enough to receive this amount from the governor, would see Niger State as a state that is welcoming, and most of them would want to stay
and not redeploy.
And also after the NYSC, seeing the prospects, seeing how considerate the governor is, would want to stay and work for the betterment of that state. So it's a good way to bring in intellectuals into the state, encourage them, which he is doing, and churning out this amount of money to core members to welcome them to the state. So it just shows that there's prospects in Niger State.
There is.
And the governor is working for the interest of us and, the people as well. So if I were to serve or to have served in Niger State at a time like this, I most likely would think again. Do I want to stay?
Of course you want to stay. This 200,000 naira, are you kidding me right now? And the truth
we
is,
know that with the current economic hardship, it might not necessarily be that much but for core members, it will help them a lot, especially when you're relocating to an entirely new city or new state. So we must commend Governor Bago for that, and for the employment of medical students.
Very important.
Yes, very important. Thank you for that initiative as well.
Exactly.
As the medical students know that there's hope for them in Niger State.
Not to jackpot
knowing how much time they spent in school practicing medicine to not get immediate employment. I mean, it can be disheartening at times. So kudos to him. Kudos to him and the lucky core members.
The lucky core members of Batch B Stream 1. And of course, this is a lead for other governors in other states to follow, to ensure that these core members can add value to their state. It's very important. This is actually good. Now, let's take it back to the WCW, Women Crush Wednesday.
Women Crush Wednesday.
Yeah,
who is buying me pizza? Who is buying me ice cream?
She's just singing on global television. Now, the thing is, celebrating women who have made impact in our society, celebrating them, and because it's not easy in the world where they say our world is mostly dominated by men. So it's good when you see women making that impact, setting the pace, setting the goal. Very important. So I celebrate you, my dear friend.
I celebrate you too. I celebrate you. You've been an amazing boss, an amazing friend here and global television. Encouraging and always seeing to the growth and progress of everyone who is in your team. Thank you. You've been of immense support
in the House of Palace. I
celebrate you, but that still means that you're buying me.
Okay, is this hype for lunch?
No, not for lunch.
All right, with that, we have to wrap it up on the program Global Morning. Join me same time tomorrow, probably with Queen Agaba or probably with Michael Edikan or we Amofwegbe. But of course, they're sitting in for Anthony Momodu, who will be joining later, maybe next week, by the grace of God. Thank you all so much for being a part of the program from 7 till this time. You've been there, diligent, watching us, and I'm sure we made you smile along the line. And don't forget to stay safe, and we can make Nigeria great again. I am Jumai Manson and my very beautiful co-host,
Queen Agaba. Have a beautiful day ahead.
Good morning.
Welcome to Global Morning.
The death toll from flooding.
Most time our politicians just bring in policies too, for sure.
Incidentally, we have several more stories.
The legislature was carefully crafted to
22.2% inflation rates as of April this year. What does that say about where we are as a country?
I think Nigeria has resorted to being resilient.
Before you call the police station, before they even leave, they'll take permission from
I don't think there's really anything on ground to improve.
The struggle with ASU strike.
You have done your work and put us to the wall. We are not the slaves.
I'm not a small boy. You should have given me the report.
I have not seen the report.